Growing up, I didn't know who my dad was. I met my dad when I was about 8, and he had ran off when I was in the hospital. When I met him, it was a surreal moment. I remember wondering if that was really my dad. And after that, we couldn't seem to stay in contact with one another. He was a very busy person. I would call, and maybe he didn't answer, or if he would call, I wasn't there. We couldn't seem to get in contact with one another. My mom, I have a wonderful mother. She worked very hard to give me a really good life. She would work 2 jobs throughout the year to give me a great Christmas. But she had root issues of her own that she had a drug addiction. So by 13, I began experimenting with drugs, and that just became a common way of life for us. I found it to be normal, that was a normal thing to do. So by 18, I was addicted to meth. From high school, I had a full-ride college opportunity, and I didn't take that. I chose to do what I wanted to do, and I just went out in the world and started doing drugs. So it was just a downward spiral. At 22, I had my first real God encounter. I remember hitting my knees and just crying out to the Lord and just telling him, if you're real, I need your help. I can't do this on my own. And at that point, I knew he was real. I went home for 3 months, and I got cleaned up for 3 months, and that's when I began speaking in the name of Jesus, and I found there was power in his name. But after the 3 months, I got back with the same boyfriend and got around the same old friends, which just got worse and worse and worse, and I just went down a path of destruction. I found myself in a house for about 5 days, and I was so desperate and tormented in my mind. And I cried out to the Lord again. I knew where to go, and I just said, Lord, if you'll get me out of this house, if you'll get me away from these people, I'll never go back. So finally, I get to where I can drive home, and going down the road, and I'm like, okay, so I've made this promise. How am I going to keep it? How am I not going to go back around these same people? I've made these same promises before. So I go home, and I'm like, I tell my mother that I need help. And we found Women at the Well. God's used Women at the Well to just drastically change my life forever. For a period of time there, I didn't get to talk to my mother for several months. And during that time, I had to really learn how to cry out to him, how to lean on him for all the things that I needed, to fill the void of the father that I had in my heart, to fill the void of the mother that I had in my heart, to take every need and want to come to him with all things. He's restored that relationship with my mother. I now get to see her, and she's doing great. She began to going through my growth and restoration, and through her seeing what God's doing in my life, she's been able to start going to meetings of her own and seeking out help for herself, which has been great. She's doing so much better, and God's just, I can see his hand in the midst of it all, and he's restoring that relationship. And my father, where we never had a relationship before, we talked once in a while, and I've seen him a handful of times. When I've seen him since I've been here, I just found that he truly loves me. I talk to him about once a week, and God's begun to restore the relationship that we never had before. I can say for the first time in my life that my dad truly loves me, and I've never been able to say that with full confidence before. I know now that he loves me. We don't look a lot alike. He has a northern accent, so I was like, are you sure? You sure this is my dad? But he is my dad, and I love him, and I'm thankful he's my dad now.
How great the love of Jesus Christ. Upon the cross of Calvary, the blood was shed that pardons me. No longer bound, no more defeat. How great the